What's up, fancy friends? Today I'm going to be doing an eyebrow tutorial. This video was requested by one of my fancy friends, and so here it is. I'm going to go ahead and jump on in. If you guys see me looking this way, it's because my mirror is this way, and it's just easier for me to do them looking in the mirror than looking in the camera. So I'm going to try to reposition my camera really quick to see if it'll look like I'm looking the same way. Okay guys, that's the best I can do. So bear with me, okay? So starting out, I like to go in with my clear brow to just shape my eyebrows in the way that I want them. You do have to let this dry before you actually start filling in your eyebrows. And what this does is hold your brow hair in place so that over time, you know, throughout the day, they don't move around and get really sloppy. I really started using this because I don't tame my eyebrows as often as I should because I'm filling them in. So sometimes my hair be all over the place. Now this time mine are a little cleaned up. I have cleaned them up. I'm about to go on vacation. So it's not as bad, but I'm still going to do it because this is what I usually do. And you guys just see me brushing my hair in an upward motion. So I'm just gonna let these dry down. Now I'm gonna go in with my eyebrow pencil and fill in my brows. I would suggest getting a eyebrow pencil that is colored as close to your hair as possible. I use a dark brown. I would not recommend using black. Your hair is not completely black, and so it can make your eyebrows look crazy. But yeah, the pencil just depends on what you like. I prefer a regular, you know, regular pencil. I don't use the fine tips or anything like that. I've tried it once and I didn't really like it personally. It did not look good to me. I couldn't tell if anything was there. Maybe I needed a darker color. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it again. But for me, a regular pencil works fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and start filling in my brows now. And as you guys can see, I literally just fill in the regular shape of my eyebrow. That's all I'm doing, just filling in the shape that's already there. I don't go so heavy at the front because everybody knows the front of your brows are not that thick. Like, they're not that filled in, so you shouldn't be heavy-handedly filling in that front part. You want to focus more towards the back, in which my eyebrows, I don't have much on the end, so I like to make sure I'm really filling that part in. Now, you can change the shape of your brows by arching more, going up above your brow with the fill in and everything like that. But because this is a beginner's tutorial, I'm not going to do all that. I'm just going to follow the natural shape of my eyebrow. That is the easiest way to learn. Once you get the hang of that, then you can start playing with other shapes, making them thicker, skinnier, things like that. But starting out, just stick with the basics, okay? Now, I started using this eyebrow method in about 2017, 2018. I was in Trinidad and Tobago. One of my friends, Itunu, she was showing me how to make my eyebrows look better, because before, all I would do is take the pencil, literally color them in a little bit on the side to make it look like I had some, and call it a day. And y'all know the little skinny thin brows was in at one point in time, but baby, we ain't in that era no more. So I had to step my game up, and my girl, she really helped me out, showed me how to do it. So after you get them filled in, and as you can see, even with them filled in, my eyebrows do not look that different. They're already kind of shaped the same way. They're looking like they're the same height and length. So you're gonna take your spoolie and you are going to blend like your life depends on it, okay? Blend, blend, blend. You want these eyebrows to be blended so well that they look like they are yours. They look like they are microbladed on your face, okay? Because that's the compliment that I get all the time. Your eyebrows look like you got them microbladed. I'm like, girl, I did this a little fill in, but you know, thank you. So as you can see, I'm really blending that beginning of the brow, because like I told you, you do not want that to look dark and thick. Like, it just shouldn't look like that. I still blend the rest of it, but that front part, please be sure you blend. Now your eyebrows are gonna look a little crazy once you finish blending, because you're dragging that color you're adding as you're spooling to blend above and below your brow. And that's the reason why you're gonna conceal after you do this. But I'll show you guys this brow. Remember, get the front part really good, you guys, really good. Now this is what they're looking like blended out. Like I said, you drug that color above and below your brow line at this point in time, but you can still see where your real eyebrow is. Okay? So now is the important part. This is the final step. Well, it's not the final step, but this is a really important part. If you know you have shaky hands, just take your time and do little by little until you can get all the way to the end. For me, my hands are a little shaky, but I've gotten better over time, and I've been able to, you know, do it a little easier. So you want to take an angle brush. Mine is from Morphe, so this is a Morphe 165 angle brush. You want to take your concealer. Y'all know, Born This Way by Too Faced. That's my go-to. That's my baby. Love her literally as long as they making it, I'm buying it. Okay? She is it. She is it for me. Y'all, comment below and let me know what concealers y'all like. Because I've used LA Girls. I'll say that. I've used LA Girls and I've used Too Faced. I tried Tarte. Not really crazy about Tarte. But yeah, comment some good concealers. Let me branch out, you know. Try some other bad bees and see what they hitting for. You're gonna take your brush and you're gonna dab it into your concealer. And you just want enough. See, it's a very small amount that I have on there. Not a lot, okay? You want just enough, and you are going to follow your real eyebrow line with this concealer. I understand that you have colored all outside the lines. This is now your cleanup, okay? So you're cleaning up what you messed up. And you guys see me dragging the concealer down a little further away from my brow. And the reason I do this is because once you blend that concealer in, this makes it a lot easier to blend it in without messing up your eyebrows, okay? So be sure to drag that concealer down so that it's easier to blend in. And that's what my under eyebrow is looking like. Not everyone conceals their top brow. I conceal my top brow because I like a clean look every time. I want it to look freshly waxed, fresh off the press every time. So I conceal my top brow too. I don't do as much concealing to my top brow unless I mess it up and I gotta correct. So you can take a light layer to conceal your top brow, but I like to clean mine up because, like I said, when I'm spooling, I'm dragging that color all above where it's supposed to be at, and so I like to still conceal my top brow. Now I'm gonna go ahead and conceal my bottom on this side because I like to do both bottoms first and then the top. Sometimes I switch it up and do the top and then go to the next eyebrow, but it's easier like this so that you can see and make sure that your eyebrows are the same shape underneath. You don't want to drag your arch higher on one brow than the other brow. They are supposed to be twins, not cousins, you guys. They are twins. And because this is a beginner's, I will show you guys how to make sure that they're the same, you know, across the board. Let me just drag this out some. So if you want to be sure that your eyebrows are even, you can literally take your concealer and from the start of this brow, make you a line, make another line, and go to the start of your other brow. Drawing these lines, you can draw them across here, you can draw them across your top, just to make sure that everything is even and in place, okay? For those that are just starting out, I would also suggest not concealing so close to your actual eyebrow when you do that first layer of concealer. Reason being, you're leaving room for correction. If something is crooked and you need to go back and adjust, you still have a little more room to slide up before you're actually concealing inside your eyebrow hair. That's something you don't want to do. You don't want to conceal your actual eyebrow hair because it gets crazy at that point. You don't want to really do that. So now that we have our bottom brow concealed, I'm going to go ahead and conceal my top brow. And I just like to bring it down on the side so that it's a tip. I do my top brow a little different than my bottom brow, so I take the brush and I flatten it and I just go across. And you guys, that is it. You can see the girls are ready, okay? So our last and final, I just put makeup on my wall, y'all. Oh my God. I gotta get that off, wait a minute. The last and final step is blending out your concealer, okay? So I like to use a sponge. Sponges blend the best to me, so that's what I always use, okay? So you're just gonna take and you're gonna blend your little life away. You're gonna do the same thing to your top. Just pushing it, concealer into your skin away from your eyebrow. Now the very last thing that you want to do is take this part of your sponge and go like this to the tip of your eyebrow. And the reason you're doing that is because, like I told you, that beginning should not just look sharp and clean like a box. Okay? Shouldn't look like that. You want them to look natural. You want it to look like it's actually your eyebrow. So you want to be sure to go in and blend out that beginning part as well. We have the finished product, you guys. As you can see, my eyebrows look flawless. Get into it, baby. Okay, them things looking real good. Okay, real good. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for tuning in. If you would like to see any more tutorials, please let me know in the comments below and I will be sure to make that happen. Have a great day. Fanci out.